I guess. Well, look, the economy added just 69,000 jobs last month, and my next guest says it's because companies are becoming efficient and therefore need fewer new employees. Joining me now, Gary Burnison, CEO of Korn, Ferry International, also author of the 12 Absolutes of Leadership. Gary, thank you for joining us on a day when the market's down over 200 points, dismal jobs report. But that's a good point. Companies are just getting used to doing the same as they did before the recession with less workers. What's going to entice them to start hiring people back?
Well, they're clearly asking more, with less people. There's no doubt about that. But, CEOs are not looking to hire then innovate. They're looking to innovate then hire. And I think that this jobs report, this is reality. Whether we like it or not, this is the great readjustment for the United States.
Are they looking elsewhere for their workforce? We talk a lot about outsourcing. We actually had a guest yesterday who said, look, that trend is actually reversing. Some companies are coming back to the U.S., but there's no doubt we've lost a lot of jobs overseas.
Yeah, we have. Long term, I'm bullish on the U.S., obviously. But last summer, lived in China for 3 months. And the costs there were rising 20 to 30% a year. Turnover was 20 to 30% a year. And so I think what you're going to see, and I've said it for a while, is insourcing. And I think you're going to see that over the next 5 years.
Would you agree that the world has become flat as far as labor costs, that those advantages of going somewhere else to get the cheap labor are not so cheap anymore, and that may help create more jobs back in the U.S.?
Well, that's exactly right. The world is flat, and there's a fight right now. There's a real fight, if you're a CEO like I am, for growth and relevancy. And the traditional levers that you had, namely conspicuous consumption in the West, and in particular the United States, that lever is not there. And actually, even the lever of looking to the East is a little cloudy. I actually think China is the biggest risk to the global economy. But CEOs are borderless. They're trying to tap consumerism. There's 7 billion people in this world, and the United States is a small fraction of that.
With that in mind, where are the hot areas with regard to jobs? What should people, I guess it's too late for people getting out of school now, they've made their choice, but where are the jobs going to come from?
Well, in the U.S., we're becoming a nation of fixers, advisors, and treating our own illness, right? So if you just think about the economy, 20% of the economy is going to be in healthcare. Guess what? There's a ton of money being poured into Obamacare. A lot of dollars around technology. So healthcare, health services would be a great place to look for the next decade, as well as something that's obvious too, and that's technology. But in particular, social media and companies that are trying to sell more products, again, around the world through the internet.
So how long is it going to take to turn this around, Gary? The Fed has said it's going to be weak at least through the end of this year before we see any sort of improvement. What's your take on it?
This is a long haul. Look, this country overspent for 20 years. This is a decade of readjustment. It's a Nike swoosh. You've got a transition in China of leadership. You've obviously got one here. I would expect more of the same.
Very quickly, I see you're going to be living in Europe for a couple of months. Where are you headed?
I'm headed to London, and then we'll go to Italy and Germany and France and Spain, and it's a great way to see the culture and see clients and see our people.
Very good indeed. Lucky man.
Take advantage of that euro.
That's right. Gary Burnison of Korn, Ferry International. Gary, thank you very much. You're absolutely right. The euro down at 123 from 132. So
that's why we should be in Paris.
We'll be doing our show next week from Paris.
Very good.
All right, it's quarter.